And so again, these are the steps that we have to go through. Me too, in the personal sense, and with the funding, I deal with knuckleheads all over this world. And these are the know-it-alls. They think they really know something, and they don't. And so trying to educate them into something that makes sense for the world, instead of just chasing money and watching it being destroyed, well, that's a huge project. That's huge to do. So again, I'm very grateful, and that's why I wrote that thank you for you and Kevin and Val and others, that the few that step up, because there's only a few people that know anything at all, and to recognize this, that's huge. And like in Kevin's last experience where he saw me as the little girl, well, that's because that is the innocence of life. And children represent that. And for me, the most sincere that I see is children, and especially the girls. And that's how I've seen this. And so that's what I replicate in my sincerity with what is real. And so that's how he sees that like that. But I see this reality, and I don't know who else does. And that's what it takes. That's why so many people have come and gone. And in the meantime, we are like drugged through all this stuff, like Kevin's experiences, and it takes a lot for us to get focused, pay attention, and really decide to practice seeing what's real. It takes a whole lot, even if we got to deal with dragons and battles and whatever, to finally wake up to really want to see something else. I appreciate everybody that stepped up. I sincerely do, because in my personal sense, I learn a lot too. I learn how to be able to, be more creative, and to more ideas to get to people to share and wake up things, etc. Wake them up and give them the chance, because everybody is precious. Each person individual, and we do it one at a time, is precious. And usually if I can talk to people, I can bring them around many times, because again, you have to have many creative viewpoints, not just talk to people, not just tell them about the new you or so. They don't know what that is. You have to see it from their viewpoint. You have to be very, very creative. It takes a whole lot. This is how the boys are. This is how Rebas are and the boys are. They tricked us into doing this, and it took a lot of tricks to get us here, for us to recognize something and to start to see them. You have to know this. It's not just in the literal sense. That most of that is really duh stuff. Look at what Paul created. And I was there. I know, I went through it. I was to see what not to do. That's a big one. What not to do. Most people weren't there. They didn't see that. You need that as a reference as to what not to do, because it's not literal. That's why what Paul presented at that time worked for that time, because that was grade school, kindergarten, first grade, second grade. Not anymore. Life is new, it's real, and that's why the boys chose me. Because I wasn't going to do it like that. Because if I did, it would go nowhere. And you can think, oh, gee, look at all the members we have. Look at all the people. They're all just robots, is what they are. Last night I saw Darwin again, and I don't even think about him. And I was with Darwin, very familiar on the building committee. I knew Darwin very well. And there he was with his group of having a seminar, etc. And I kind of walked through there for a moment, then walked out. And it's all the same duh stuff, etc. What we're doing is so preciously unique. And who can see it? Who can really sincerely see it? It's not about what we're doing here. It's not about the creation. It's not about the experiences. This should lead you to deciding to want to recognize this isness above, beyond anything else. But you have to know the three nothings, and you have to decide to give up everything, but at the same time deal with it. And that's huge. And who can figure that out? So in the meantime, yeah, we're going to go through these experiences until people decide to wake up, or they just give up and then they just go back to their personal life.